It's time now for Barron's Buzz, where we take a sneak peek at the new issue of Barron's magazine. Joining me now, Barron's senior editor, Jack Hough.
Hello.
Jack, thanks for being here.
Our cover story is India this week, and very big elections coming up in India. I've prepared a pop quiz about Indian politics to make sure that your knowledge is sufficiently broad and deep. Are you ready?
Yes,
Don't
ready.
Panic. Okay. Don't panic. There's no quiz. We've prepared a primer for people who haven't perhaps paid as close of attention as they want to in Indian politics right now. The key to know here is that India's economy has really not lived up to its promise of growth in the same way that China's economy has, and that's blamed largely on government bureaucracy, a lack of reforms. The front runner in the current election is a man named Narendra Modi, and in the state that he's run, state of Gujarat, he's really turned that into an economic powerhouse. And some people compare him to a Ronald Reagan type, and the thinking is that if he wins this election, he could bring some much-needed economic reforms to India and really drive the economy there. So we've got stock picks and everything else to take a look at.
All right, great. And next up, I love this, the opening of the next story. Water is the 21st century oil. What water stocks are you guys paying?
Well, we've got a number of water picks both here and in emerging markets in the story. You know, this theme has been around for a while. We've heard about it for years, the scarcity of water, the importance of investing in infrastructure here in the U.S. The stocks have done just okay. And our thinking on that is that really there's been some constrained municipal budgets, and that's where a lot of the spending comes from. And we went through a financial crisis where even though the water infrastructure is crumbling, they had to put off spending there and make room for other stuff. That now looks likely to change, and there's some real potential for some of these stocks to take off. Not all these stocks will do well. Some are very expensive. We've got a handful that investors should be looking at right now. And
last up, some stocks are pulling a vanishing act. What's going on there?
The case of the disappearing stock market. I mean, we've had a lot of IPOs this year so far, or close to 100. The number is roughly double, but that's peanuts relative to the amount that has disappeared since the late 1990s. We used to have 8,800 stocks back then. Last year, we're down to 5,000. There's been a lot of mergers. There's been a lot of takeovers. So we've got the case of the disappearing stock market and what it means for investors.
All right, all that in the new Barron's. Jack Hough, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.